We got a few objectives here. Number one, we're going to remove some Formic Pro strips out of some of these colonies, as well as some Apivar if we find any. I think I got most of that removed out of the ones that had Apivar in them. I've used some different treatment methods in this bee yard. Number two, we're going to probably check some of them for some mites and just see what the mite count is. And number three, we're going to put some probiotics in there. I've also identified a colony that is mean / defensive / spicy, whatever you want to call it. They were so bad a couple of weeks ago, I really couldn't get into them. I wasn't suited up properly to do that. And so today we're actually going to dive into that colony, show you what that looks like, and then talk about a strategy for how I plan to fix it moving forward. Well, as you can see, I'm wearing gym shorts. That doesn't make a lot of sense when working bees, right? But I've kind of figured out a way to do it. I wish I'd have figured this out sooner. Protective gear today, I'm going to wear the bee jacket from Guardian Bee Apparel. You can tell this jacket has a lot of use, and it's worked well for me now for quite a while. I have a brand new one on the way that I just ordered. $99 for the pullover. They also have the standard zip up ones, but I just like the pullover. It's so easy and simple to use. The way I'm protecting my legs today, I'm using these bee pants also from Guardian Bee Apparel. They've got an elastic band around the foot. You just put them on, you zip them up, and they protect your legs really well. I would recommend you wear some type of high tops or work boots to protect your ankles. And then I wear the Venom Steel gloves, double layer gloves. I've been wearing them now for a couple of years, and they work well. The bees occasionally sting through them, but not very often. And you have great dexterity with these gloves. This is a Medline product. You can buy them either from Medline directly or on Amazon. This colony right here has been doing quite well this year. You see it's got a medium on the bottom, a deep in the middle, and a medium on top. There's a cotton field not far from here, so I put a super on here, thinking I might get some cotton honey out of this bee yard here, but I just decided to kind of let them keep it for winter. I just don't think I want to harvest the honey now. So that's one reason, though, I didn't treat these colonies that I did this to with Apivar, because I was thinking about harvesting some of this honey. So I put Formic Pro in here 2 weeks ago. So I want to pull the Formic Pro out and test for mites and see how they're doing. See, the bees are quite happy. If you look right here, you can see they did put some honey in here. Let's pull out a frame and I'll show you that beautiful honey. Odds are that's cotton honey. It's really good stuff. It's very sweet, tastes very good. They do say it crystallizes quickly, though. I've never harvested it before, so you see it's available. If I wanted to harvest some of it, I could. So we've probably got about 3 frames of honey in here. The rest of the frames, though, have not been filled out. And so I'm probably just going to let them keep it through winter. So here's a frame over here on the edge that really doesn't have anything going on much at all. So they didn't pack it out like I kind of thought they would. So that's why I'm probably going to let them just keep it for winter. Plus, I just don't want to go through the effort of trying to harvest honey right now. So we're going to pull this box off, get the Formic Pro out of here, and then check for mites and see what this hive has as a mite count. The bees are quite calm, though. I'm happy with that. Absolutely beautiful day out here. I don't know what the temperature is. I'm guessing probably in the 60s or low 70s. Beautiful day to work bees. Okay, with the Formic treatment done, you know, a lot of people say it'll kill their queens. This is my first year really using Formic. I haven't seen that to be the case in my operation. Last week I pulled, I think we had it in 18 or 19 colonies, and really we found evidence of queens in all of them. One of them actually was a dead out, but it had been week before, and all through here, milk brood, eggs, just looks extremely healthy. Yep, eggs all through here. That's all I need to see in this colony. We'll do a quick mite check and we'll move on. Look at them, just calm as they can be. Gonna make sure we don't have a queen on here. That's probably enough. They're not trying to fly away too much. We need a few more. No queen. No queen. All right, we got a few more than 300 in there probably. That's okay. I'm going to apply the Super DFM P801 Probiotics from Strong Microbials into these colonies. It's a powder. Let's scoop out the little spoon that's provided. I believe it's a tablespoon, and you just sprinkle it on the top bars. Different ways to do it. That's how I do it. I think it's worked well for me so far in the past. We'll shake the bees, see if we can get a mite count here. I think I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in there. It's not what I was hoping to see. Looks like I'll be hitting them with some oxalic acid vapor. Look at this colony right here. Boy, they look good. So that first colony had 9 mites in it. Now, they had not been treated in a while because I didn't use Apivar on them. I looked at another colony and tested it, and they have 1 mite in there. It was a similar configuration to this one with a medium on the bottom and a deep on top. Now, some people may ask why I do that. This is what our configuration was for pollination the last few years, and it has worked well. It just is kind of a pain though when you're trying to mix and match boxes. It seems to be a pretty good size for a chamber down here in the south in the summertime. What I'm finding though is in these hives like this, it's mostly honey in this top box, and so the bees have started to consolidate down. The last one I went into, the brood was all in the bottom. So I'm going to take this top box off and just see if we can find some brood in the bottom and see how they're doing. I have having some issues with my hands. My wife and I were walking some dogs, my daughter's dogs. We were keeping them, and one of them ran out in front of me, and I was trying to kind of run with the dog, and obviously got tangled up and went down on my hands pretty hard, on my hands and face, and so my hands are just real weak. So these deep boxes are a little hard to handle here. Whoop. Last week I had someone actually help me. This happened almost 2 weeks ago. Yeah, these bees are not too happy with me. They're starting to get a little mad. Just don't have the strength I normally have. So as mad as these bees are, and haven't taken a sting yet in my legs. Got one in the hand a while ago, but oh man, let's see if I can do this with my hands. Just a little clumsy today. All right. Yeah, the bees are a little fired up here. All right, got a little brood here. Pollen. Oh, man. Little brood. Nice little brood pattern in this bottom box. All right, no Apivar strip in this one. May have already removed it, may not have treated it, I don't know. Some of these are actually, these hives out here are actually some treatment-free bees that I purchased some queens back a few months ago. I'm trying out, and I haven't been treating those, but I think this one probably has some Apivar in it that I probably already took out. I hope I can get this deep box back on here. It's heavy. All right. Well, not a good result. 14 mites. The 4th of August to have 1 mite. I don't think I treated this colony. If I did, I took the treatments out a while back, but I must not have because it wouldn't have been that bad. So 14 mites. And oh my gosh, look at what I found right here in the basket. I'd shaken the queen out. That's why you always look in your, you look on the frames, then you look in the basket before you scoop it up, and there she is. So I'll go ahead and mark her. Any queens I see that are unmarked, I'm just putting a red dot on them. So in the spring I can tell if there's a new queen in the spring. She is a pretty queen, but man, she's got mites in here. We're gonna be hitting them with oxalic acid. Really don't wanna use anything else right now, I don't think. Just gonna walk her in the front. All right, she walked in there, I think, so. Well, I'm not really excited about the mite situation now. We don't need to be having mites this high this time of year, so I'm gonna have to, even though the bees look really healthy, we got some mite issues going on, so I'm gonna go ahead and work with the rest of these colonies, and then at the end, I'm gonna bring you into that and show you what that aggressive hive looks like, assuming they're still like that, and show you what they're doing. Now I'm gonna go into this. What was the crazy mean hive last time I was out here, man. They chased me around the yard the rest of the day for what I was trying to do. Yeah, look at them coming out. They're already coming out after me here. Well, maybe not too bad. You can see they're a super strong colony though. Look at that. Well, they're gonna make a liar out of me today. They're not bad. All right, well, okay. That's why sometimes it's not a bad idea to give them a couple of chances before you replace a queen or do anything drastic. Last time I couldn't even mess with them enough to get this top box off. I think it's got some apivar strips in it maybe. I got to get out of here. But they just weren't having it last time at all. It was ridiculous. They definitely got it glued down. Since it's such a strong colony, I'll be glad if they're not off the chain mean. I can just let this queen roll into next year maybe. Yeah, they're getting after me a little bit now. Still not as bad as it was last time. Whew. Yeah, they're getting a little feisty now, but still not as bad as it was last time. But you can see them flying around like crazy. Still more spicy than I like. Wow, what a strong colony. I don't see the apivar strips though, so I think we're good. Pretty much just going to close them up. Leave them alone. Well, that wasn't as bad as I thought, even though they are more flighty than I want them to be. So let's close them up and leave them alone. See how they do through the winter, and in the spring, if we need to make some adjustments, we will. But right now, they look great. Overall, the bees look great, but we do have some mite issues. A lot of the colonies were doing okay that we treated with the Formic Pro and the Apivar, but there were a few that were out of control a little bit. I didn't treat all the colonies up here because some of them had some treatment-free queens in them that I'd purchased from someone, so I don't know what's going on. I do know I'm going to need to treat these colonies for mites. I'll be using some oxalic acid vapor probably and just kind of hit them with that, moving on through the winter several times. I had some that were out of control with mites. Most of them were within threshold, but still a little higher than I like. And there were some that had 0 or 1 mite. Just inconsistent, but I've treated these hives inconsistently throughout the year. Didn't get stung once in my legs wearing these bee pants. And I think I only got 1 sting all day, and it was one early on in one of my fingers where I think I put a finger on a bee. So the Guardian Bee Apparel worked well. What do you guys think about probiotics? What do you think about how these bees look? Leave it in the comment section below. Y'all take care. We'll catch you next time. What a day.